What do French fries at your local diner, school buses, and farmers all have in common? Well, right now, not much. But it doesn't have to be that way. You see, right now, almost all the public school buses are run off the same kind of fuel, diesel fuel, which is refined from crude oil that has to be imported from overseas. This oil is smelly and dangerous to the environment, expensive, sometimes over $100 a barrel, and even the refined products can cause serious health problems when their fumes are inhaled, especially in children. So why then do we continue to use diesel fuel as our primary form of energy in buses? The short answer was we didn't have a choice. Well, that's changed. Now, we can do better. So where does a cleaner, more efficient busing system start? Well, let's start with the French fries. So French fries, and all fried foods for that matter, have to be fried somehow. And more often than not, they're fried in cooking oil. But the thing about cooking oil is that it can only be used a few times before it becomes dirty and unsuitable for cooking. And when this occurs, the restaurants have to get rid of the excess oil one way or another. Even in this dirty state, however, the oil is full of energy, and with a little cleaning up here and there, can be turned into biofuel, an all-natural diesel fuel that yields just as much energy output as normal diesel from crude oil. Now you might think that changing cooking oil into fuel would be expensive and drive up the cost compared to diesel, but in reality, the biofuel can easily compete with diesel fuel in terms of energy output and price, and will run in almost any diesel engine without modifications. The real challenge is getting that biofuel into school buses. Right now, Johnson County Schools alone has 254 school buses operating on any given day, driving a combined total of around 22,000 miles per day. Even if each bus averaged 10 miles per gallon, that's over 2,000 gallons of diesel fuel per day, filling the air with harmful chemicals and costing the school systems a fortune. This is where companies like Green Circle NC come in. Their Biodiesel for Schools program buys oil from local restaurants and sells it to companies who then convert it into fuel which can be used in school buses for much less than traditional diesel. And remember those farmers mentioned earlier? Well, they can play a part too. Imagine a state where local farmers grow canola for the oil, sell that oil to local restaurants, who then let their used oil be processed into biofuel. Biofuel which is then given to the school systems, which creates more demand for the farmers. Eventually, it all loops back on itself, creating an interdependent industry with plenty of room for growth. Growth that will help create a stable, clean future for North Carolina. We don't have to let old habits hold us back from greatness, and we shouldn't. Better starts here.